1919 was an auspicious year in history. The First World War ended, ushering a drastic change in the world order. The Philippine Islands had been a U.S. territory for 2 decades and was promised independence under the Jones Law of 1916. Progressive reformers saw the country and its people as a major target for modernization, and education was its main weapon. 7 forward-looking Filipinas came together in 1919 to create a school where young women could gain the knowledge and skills that would make them modern women. Paz Marquez Benitez was the first president of the Philippine Women's College. Jose Abad Santos was its first chairman of the Board of Trustees. Francisca Tirona Benitez was the second president, and with her husband Dean Conrado, guided the school from a house on A. Flores Street to its iconic Taft Avenue campus. In 1932, the college became a university, making PWU the first university for women in Asia founded by Asians. It provided a space where innovations in education flourished, and young people were encouraged to be the best that they could be. For over 100 years, the Philippine Women's University has been known as a leader in quality education. In 1934, PWU moved into its main campus on Taft Avenue, and since the 1970s has been co-educational. Located in the heart of Metro Manila, it is easily accessible by public transport and surrounded by affordable housing. Today's PWU offers undergraduate and graduate courses in several fields of study. Its business and management programs are responsive to the needs of industry, using evolving technology for global competence. PWU graduates excel in arts and sciences, education, social work, and diplomacy. Its fine arts and music programs have produced outstanding graduates through a holistic education that treasures heritage as well as excellence. PWU has pioneered in fields such as food science, nutrition and dietetics, medical technology, pharmacy, and nursing. PWU continues to play an essential role in producing graduates who possess the skills that make them competitive in the country and anywhere in the world.
Ako si Nathaniel Reyes.
Ako si Rosemary Denceras.
Ako si Hannah Enjera.
Ako si Joyce Ann Jeronimo.
Ako si Ivy Blisbito Delico.
Ako si Alexandra Paray.
Ako si Tim Lupitan.
Ako si Catherine Torres.
Ako si Chester Bidon.
Ako si Shalom Villas.
Ako si John Roy Zabaita. At ito ang kwento ko.
Good day, everyone. Our Philippine national anthem to be followed by an opening prayer with a song by PWU student artist Miss Rain Crisel Barrientos.
in spite of the ache, I will rise 1,000 times again. We'll rise up high like the waves. We'll rise up in spite of the ache. We'll rise up and we'll do it 1,000 times again for you. For you, for you, for you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Rosemary Danceras, a second-year communication arts major and one of the featured storytellers in today's event.
Welcome to the Philippine Women's University. I am Nathaniel Cruzado, also a second-year communication arts major and the future storyteller as well in the Kuwento Chronicles.
PWUs weave stories of hope, dreams, and resilience.
Kuwento Chronicles is the first event created from the multimedia storytelling class, and this is his first performance recital.
I'm sure that everyone is excited as we are all here in PWU.
At this point, we would like to welcome all who have been involved in this maiden event under the Communication Arts Department of the School of Arts and Sciences, Philippine Women's University.
To all the academic officials headed by our dearest PWU President, Mr. Marco M. Benitez,
Our Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Dr. Felina S. Young,
our beloved deans from different college units,
our hardworking non-teaching personnel and the respective administrative heads,
our dedicated faculty members from the university, most especially to the faculty of the School of Arts and Sciences and the faculty from the Communication Arts Department,
and of course, our invited audience members from the different senior high schools of Metro Manila, as well as those from regional schools who have been very excited to support this event. Thank you all for your generosity and goodwill.
That is right, Nathan. Now, let us all get started. At this point, it is my honor to introduce to all members of the audience our beloved Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences of the PWU to give his opening message. Please welcome Dr. Leonardo O. Munalim.
Good day, everyone. In a snap of time, the world order has changed with the onslaught of the COVID-19 pandemic. In the 2020 book titled COVID-19, The Great Reset, authors Klaus Schwab and Terry Mallory delineate how this vicious virus has precipitated a lot of changes. Macro reset includes economic, societal, geopolitical, environmental, and technological reset. At the micro reset, it includes industry and business resets. At the individual reset, it includes redefining our humanness or humanity, mental health and well-being, and changing priorities of our lives. I also predict that these resets are likely to continue to radically change and shape the world even after the pandemic, for better or for worse, that we don't know of. And I assert that among these resets enumerated by Schwab and Mallory, the individual reset is the most challenging, the most perplexing, and even the most fearful one. During the pandemic, we have also become spectators of the sufferings of others. During the pandemic, we are also building an ark when we are already in the midst of the ocean. We are building an ark to save us. We are one in this plight. In the midst of the pandemic, we attempt to nurture our well-being because we are still hopeful for the light and for the bonfire at the end of this long, dark tunnel. We entertain ourselves. We enjoy the different entertainment programs afforded by Netflix, television, and different social media platforms. Through these sets of entertainment, we have not stopped loving ourselves. We have not stopped loving one another. Put simply, entertaining ourselves is one of the potent ways of loving ourselves during the pandemic. On the onset, the Philippine Women's University has subscribed to the concepts of humanistic education. During the pandemic, we have witnessed on how the university remains steadfast to its lofty goals of safeguarding the mental health of its stakeholders. We at the School of Arts and Sciences do not digress from this thrust of humanistic education. Our world is in the grip of this current health crisis. Like you, we at the School of Arts and Sciences also acknowledge this problem, but we acknowledge it with optimism. In fact, this health crisis has become one of the fundamental ways in which the Philippine Women's University School of Arts and Sciences is able to continually reevaluate and redefine its pedagogical practices without losing sight of the university's mission and vision. We value and respect our students in the classroom without terrorizing them, especially during the pandemic. The faculty members at the School of Arts and Sciences make sure that they offer fun-filled activities without losing sight of the rigor of the academic standards. We at the School of Arts and Sciences continue to uphold the experiential project problem-based approach where the students are allowed to make mistakes, then allow them to reflect that can further result in a better appreciation of the learning process. Amid a framework of uncertainties from this new normal, Philippine Women's University School of Arts and Sciences is a safe place for the contamination of ideas. Our students are given the right platform to question, to cogitate, to articulate personal ideas, and even developed a disposition to question the world of things around them. All of these encapsulate our thrust for a much more humanistic and humane education, especially that our students are the most susceptible to depression during the pandemic. That is why I would like to congratulate the Communication Arts Society of the Philippine Women's University School of Arts and Sciences for staging an online event titled Kuwento Chronicles, Weave Stories of Hope, Dreams, and Resilience. Today, June 18, 2021. I take my hat off to Direct Jofferson Ting, the course professor in multimedia storytelling, for allowing his students to feel like expert media practitioners in this virtual event. I congratulate the course students and the steering committee headed by Ms. Alba Alisa on this massive event. This event has been an amalgamation of various stories of hope, dreams, and resilience, which are weaved into short, engaging, and not light narratives. This is Dr. Munalim, the Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences. Enjoy the show.
Hope. This set of stories gives you a unique perspective of hope, dreams, and resilience. What you are about to experience are the stories with expectations and desires for certain things to happen.
Ako si Eliza Shireen Alba at ito ang kwento ko.
You sure you're ready, rookie? It's a tough world out there. You better be ready. This is a battle for world domination. It's either they die or we die. Alcohol, disinfectants, hand washing, and the most dreadful of them all, the vaccine. Those can kill you in a minute, rookie. Remember, the easiest way is to attack the weakest of them all, especially the ones who don't wash their hands before they eat. The easiest way into someone's body
is through dirty hands. I'm ready, Captain Co.
Don't worry, I won't let you die, Sergeant Rona. Now let's go infect people.
Ako, si Patricia Kate Albayalde at ito ang kwento ko.
I'm Rudy, and I'm a coronavirus. I have killed so many people. I want everyone to have hard time. Children, adults, maybe even your close friends. I've already killed them. One day, while I was wandering and scattered everywhere, they say that all beggars are immune to diseases or viruses. But you're wrong, because I'm ready to infect and kill Rico. All of a sudden, he started getting weak and he had a fever. He began to get scared immediately. He's paranoid if he was just sick or he's being attacked by witchcraft. One evening, he suddenly had difficulty in breathing. Rico started to faint and lost his consciousness in the middle of the street. However, there's a car that stopped in front of him. The doctor rushed him to the nearest isolation center. That's the time when the doctor found out that I'm in Rico's body. It was dark in the isolation room. Rico was the only one that is isolated. And he had a nightmare that there are folkloric creatures like kapre, witchcraft, manananggal, duende, tiktek, and other evil spirits together with me, trying to kill him. Then his eyes starting to roll like he's possessed.
Eventually, Rico's lifeline flatlines and the doctor was able to revive him.
I can't believe it works and he's alive, but he's not well yet. I am still in his body, and I will not agree that he still lives in the end, and I will not stop until he dies.
Ako si Nathaniel Ray Arcosado at ito ang kwento ko.
Ngayon ay darating ang isang halimaw sa kaharian ng Marinduque. Isang halimaw na sumisira sa anumang daanan nito. At bilang hari ay kailangan ko siyang harapin. Gamit ang aking kalasag, ang aking espada, at ang agimat mula kay Diyosa Siyensya. At ngayon ay nandito na siya.
Ito na pala ang puso ng Pilipinas. Ako siguro, man mo ang aking kapitan. Pinabat, itigil ang duda sa akin. Dalang ulo para sa inyo. At mapinsala kayong
Sino kang alimaw ka na sumisira sa mundo, dala mo'y sakit, kamatayan at pagdurusa.
Walang kapayapaan sa mundo, walang pasakit, korupsyon at gulo. Pag-asa pa. Oh, ikaw ay isang angal. Oh, nga di perfecto ang tanang sanlibutan.
Gamitin mo ang agimat.
Bakuna!
Paano nangyari? Ito!
Ako, si Rosemary Donceras, at ito ang kwento ko. They said, no man is an island. No one can live alone. And I believe that is the scariest feeling ever. But for the last 35 years of my life, I never felt alone, despite that I remain unmarried at this age. I didn't feel anything was missing from me because this place has filled all the gaps in my life. The smiles from my students and fellow teachers. This room particularly served as my family and home. It's been 5 days since I was locked in the four corners of this room. It is so heartbreaking to see that this room before was full of laughter and happy memories. But now, silence and darkness envelop the whole area. It's been 5 days since I have been fighting for my life, but my body tells me otherwise. I threw up badly the next morning. My cough got worse. Oxygen rate dropped lowest today. Lord, please, even just for one day, even until tonight only, please let me do my duty. I tried to stand up from lying down despite the oxygen that wrapped around my nose and my weak body. I reached my table where the students' worksheets were arranged properly and waited for me. During last worksheets, I had a hard time focusing because of the oxygen attached to me and my eyes are starting to get blurry. So I removed my oxygen mask despite breathing difficulty and my visions were blurry. Right at the moment I dropped the pen on my table, it felt like my body was almost surrendering. I stood up from the chair feeling so weak and I almost dropped on the floor, but I kept going. I went in front of the board where my name was written, and from there, I spoke with all my strength. Goodbye, class. I'll see you again. Tears escaped from my eyes, but I'm so happy to spend the last remaining days of my life doing what I love from the beginning.
Ako si Hannah Elhera at ito ang kwento ko.
We are here now in the Philippines and I can't wait to introduce myself to all of the Filipinos. They've invited me to speak at the press conference happening in Manila. I guess I should learn how to speak Tagalog, what do you think? I suppose it's best to speak in their language, in that way they'll clearly understand who I am.
Hi, ako nga pala si Jake Virus, ang COVID-19. Hindi ako 19 years old tulad ni Miss Everything. Hindi ko rin birthday ang 19. Siguro, months na rin namin to ng taong nagka-crush sa akin pero patay na siya ngayon so maybe it's time to find a new fling. Ako si Jake Virus, ang COVID-19. Hindi naman ako yayamanin pero masasabi kong ako'y lamang pa rin dahil ang Africa, Europa, Australia, Amerika at Asia ay akin nang narating. China all, di ba? Ako si Jake Virus, ang COVID-19. Ako yung marami nang napatay pero hindi nakukulong. Ganon ako kaangas. Ako yung dahilan kung bakit wala kang trabaho pero di ka makapagreklamo kasi nga, ganon ako kaangas. Ako yung dahilan kung bakit hanggang ngayon ay wala kang ipon pero hindi mo magawang mapikon kasi nga, ganon ako kaangas. Ako si Jake Virus, ang COVID-19. Ako ang dapat sisihin kung bakit hanggang ngayon nakatapat ka lang sa iyong screen. Ako yung rason kung bakit di kayo makapag-meet up ng crush mo kaya katagalan, ginost ka na rin. #quaranfling. Ako si Jake Virus, ang COVID-19. Kayong mga tao ang lumikha sa akin. Sana maging aral sa inyo ang aking pagdating na simulang alagaan ang kalusugan at bumoto ng tama sa eleksyong darating.
They seem to be scared after I talk, but that doesn't stop the fact that I am already in their country, vibing with their incompetent administration. I pity this country, I just hope they can beat me, but I know it will be a long race.
Kuwento Chronicles provides audiences a chance to choose which among the stories have exceptional technical skills, values formation, and engaging stories. The first category features the Technical Excellence Awards such as Innovation for Graphic Design, Innovation for Editing, Innovation for Music, Innovation for Sound, Innovation for Cinematography, and Innovation for Direction. So to those who are watching, you can officially register through the posted link of this page. We would also like to remind everyone that this is a TLS event. In order to get our certificate, kindly register, stay throughout the duration of the event, and answer the evaluation links that we will provide later on. But before we proceed with the next set of stories, to serenade us with a song, please welcome PWU student artist Mr. Nathan Abella, accompanied by Mr. John Kurt O. Floresca and Mr. Chris Jeros Sarte.
Close your eyes, let that rhythm get into you. Don't try to fight it, there'll be nothing that you can do. Relax your mind, lay back and groove with your mind. You gotta feel that heat, and we're gonna ride a boogie, share that beat of love. Wanna rock with you all night, dance you into the sunlight. I wanna rock with you all night, gonna rock the night away. Out on the floor, there'll be nobody there but us. And girl, when you dance, there's a magic that must be love. And just take it slow, so slow, 'cause we got so far to go. And you feel that heat, and we're gonna ride a boogie, share that beat of love. Wanna rock with you all night, dance you into the sunlight.
The next set of stories will bring us a perspective of dreams. As Marcia Norman said, dreams are illustrations from the book Your Soul is Writing About You.
Ako si Ivy Bliss Di Pabelico at ito ang kwento ko.
It was a cold, foggy morning. As I was floating in the air for about half an hour, I saw a man talking without wearing a face mask. I quickly entered into the mouth, passing through the throat. And at this moment, I suddenly felt worried, risking my life here. If the person finds out that I'm here, he can kill me in a minute with what they call a vaccine. Thus, I must proceed to him. It's either this body will die or I will die. What a sad sight for you, Mr. Kidney. Looks like the owner doesn't care about you. Ooh, her spikes are strikingly beautiful and amusing. Hi miss, I'm Guvido, where you can spell my name without you and I. Kidding aside, you can just call me Pandemic.
Ooh, that was smooth. You're new here, huh?
Yeah, I just came here. I thought I was the only one here, but luckily I found you. How about you? Have you been here long?
Nope, I just got here yesterday. I'm glad you came here too.
Oh, by the way, do you have a name or can I call you mine?
You're so funny. My name is Sex Daisy.
Nice to meet you, Sex Daisy.
We need each other to accomplish our mission in this body.
Right. We can mutate faster if we work together.
So, are you now ready to work on our mission?
Ready to go, Sex Daisy. Let's now invade cells to spread infections. Upon exploring, I confess my feelings to her. To be honest, Sex Daisy, when I first saw you, I think I fall in love at first sight.
In our first moment together, I felt like there was an electric spark flowing through me. Mission success!
To the owner of this body, thank you for being vulnerable that made it easier for me and Sex Daisy to enter, which resulted from having our offspring that would continue to destroy this body.
Ako, si Alexandra Paray, at ito, ang kwento ko.
I find myself spreading over the seas and across nations, befalling intense endangerment and deaths upon human lives. I am deliberately acknowledged as something critically fatal and deadly by televisions and radios. People tremble before my name and perish on my account. The other viruses and I made the entire humanity kneel before us. And in our grandiose emergence, we are making people see what could be and making them accept what was. There's this one guy who contracted me days ago.
Yo, what's up, dude? Long time no see. I'm glad that you made it, even though there are many COVID cases in our places. Yes, of course. Let's not talk about it. Besides, it's only a virus. Okay, let's do that. Let's enjoy. Let's watch movies. Where do you want to go first? The food court? The movie theater? Or the store to get the things we need?
He was out with his friends, gallivanting and searching the mall for something that will entertain them, wandering for food, engaging in large crowds, and neglecting distance between himself and other people. He was enjoying himself that day, but little did he know, I was enjoying myself much better. Weeks later, we both found ourselves being rushed to the hospital in an ambulance. In the vehicle, seeing him being extremely ill is the single most beautiful thing I have seen since I have infested his system. His gradual weakening and slow marching towards his untimely and terrible demise placed a grin on my horned face. As we traversed every street, every corner to reach the destination, the medical people made sure he is still breathing. He's trying. He's fighting his condition. It baffles me. It angers every single strand of DNA in my system.
Please, help me. I don't want to die. I shouldn't have been complacent. I shouldn't have made fun of the virus. I beg you, help me.
The tears on his face spelled out regret, not the terrible pain he's feeling. Time watched the great contest between life and death, between him and I. But even before we reached our destination, death approached him inside the wailing vehicle that displayed blue and red light flashes. I stood tall beside him and glanced directly into his eyes. I smiled and told him, "Your fault, not mine, Quarantino." And then he died, a few seconds later.
Ako si Timothy Tan at ito ang kwento ko.
Hi, my family called me SARS 2.0. I like to explore places that I can play with. One day, I decided to travel a lot to find a perfect place for me to reside in. As I landed inside one of the very slimy twin caves where the wind blows in an opposite direction consecutively, I slithered my way through a giant squishy sponge, and it was really fun. I never felt comfortable like this before. It feels like a perfect home. I want to create my family here and live forever. And I know for sure that they will love it here too. While I'm resting, suddenly a mysterious creature appeared before me. He calls himself Captain Immuno. He mentioned that I cannot live here since he was already residing here and protecting this place. I was about to fight my claim in this place and ask him to provide a piece of evidence that he is legitimately residing here, but because of Captain Immuno's eagerness about me leaving this place, I saw that he can hurt or kill me if I didn't follow his command. I was frightened by what I realized, so I decided to leave this place, even though I wasn't happy about it.
Kuwento Chronicles provides audiences a chance to choose which among the stories have exceptional technical skills, values formation, and engaging stories. The second category features the Values Excellence Awards, such as Outstanding Story of Resilience, Outstanding Story of Dream, and Outstanding Story of Hope. So for those who are watching, you can officially register through the posted link of this page. We would also like to remind everyone that this is a TLS event. So in order to get your certificates, kindly register, stay throughout the duration of the event, and answer the evaluation links that we will provide later on. But before we proceed with the next set of stories, and thanks to Dr. Susie Benitez for her generosity and support, to group us with their internationally recognized dance excellence with their winning piece Nova Prata Brazil, please welcome the renowned PWU Bayanihan Dance Troupe.
The last set of stories is about resilience, the ability to go through life despite hardships and circumstances. Being resilient does not mean that people don't experience stress, emotional upheaval, and suffering. This is a common attribute to Filipinos, which is heightened during the pandemic.
Ako, si Catherine Torres, at ito ang kwento ko.
The first time we got injured, the enemy was so alert, they know what to do.
I know you're all down, but we still have a chance. Don't allow this to be our last mission.
I never expected this. We always had a successful mission, me and my team. I thought I had become stronger, but now I'm dead and gone.
Ako si Chester Vidon at ito ang kwento ko.
3 araw binayo ng bagyong alkohol na may pangalang hygiene ng aming lugar. At sa wakas, sumilip na din ang haring araw. At ito ang sinyales ng pagbibigay ayuda sa mga kabarangay kong nasalanta. Late ka na naman!
Sorry na-traffic lang ang kiss.
Sige na, ayos mo na yung pamimigay natin layer.
Okay naman na yung isang box na may bubot sipon, tsaka yung, yung sakit ng katawan para kay
Perfect! At ngayon, siguradong kapag naibigay na natin lahat ng ayuda, hindi sila abutin ng bukas. Ha 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 ha!
Okay ka lang ba?
Ano ba? Nagmo-moment ako. Nais mo na ba yung mga ayuda?
Tapos na, tapos may kulang pa 3 packs ng ubot sipon.
Akin na nga yan.
Oh, ay, may problema tayo.
Ano na naman?
So kagabi nga, dahil sa lakas ng ulan, umulan ng alcohol.
Alcohol? Ano?
Tutawid tayo doon kasi nga, Huy, okay ka lang ba?
Oo, okay lang.
Game na, Mark.
Game, tara.
1, 2,
Teka lang. Game.
1, 2,
Wala na! Patay na ako! Tapos na! Masusunog na katawan ko! Wala na!
Sabi ko sa'yo 1%
Tigilan mo ako!
Ay, hindi. Di ka kasi nakikinig
Ikaw nag-iyak sa akin na pumunta dito. Diyos ka, tignan mo, basang-basa na ako.
1% lang yan, Mars.
Yung makeup ko, tignan mo, basang-basa na. Sira na, wala na.
Huwag ka lang kasi magalit.
Ba't hindi magagalit? Asan na ba yung mga tatanggap ng ayuda?
Parating na sila. Ay!
Ayan ba yan?
Oo, yan. Yung nakakatanggap ng ayuda.
Sa wakas, napalaganap ko na din lahat ng ayuda. Maghintay lang kayo. Lahat kayo mabibigyan.
Ako, si Shelly Villate. At ito, ang kwento ko.
As I recollect my past, I remember how I dominated the people by spreading across the world. Hi, I'm Eva, short for Ebola Murray. I am the queen of all the viruses. I have taken many lives over the past years, but science made it easier for people to overcome it. I suddenly decreased in number. I became weak, and people learned to fight against me. They see me as nothing but a threat and harm to them. Little did they know that I, as well as a living organism, strives for survival. Like them, I also want to live and enjoy my life here on Earth, and it will just happen if I could have the power to change it. Aha! I found a way to fulfill my plan. Jennifer!
Yes, Queen V.
I need your help. I need you to grant my last wish. I want to dominate the whole world again. I want to rule the whole universe. I want to kill all human beings by infecting them. Would you do that for me?
Can't you hear yourself? I can't do that. The whole world will suffer.
I need to survive, Jennifer. I know you need to grant one more wish from me to be human again. I will survive, and you will get what you want. This is the wish that you always long for, remember? In your whole life, you've only been granting my wishes. Now, I am allowing you to choose your own fate. And I saw myself changing into the best version of myself. Hello, I'm COVID, short for coronavirus. A braver, fiercer, thicker, stronger, and a deadly queen virus.
Ako si John Roy Zapanta at ito ang kwento ko.
Bakit simula noong naging isa tayo ay nagbago ang turing sa'yo? Ni hindi ka nila mayakap at malapitan o maski makausap lamang. Laging tayong dalawa lamang sa puting kwartong ito na laging may bisitang nakaputing tao na balot ang katawan. At ang hindi ko maintindihan bakit lagi silang nagmamadali? Ginusto mo ba ang lahat ng ito? Ginawa mo ba ito para masolo ako? Unti-unti kong nakita ang pananamlay mo. Hindi ka ganyan. Noong una akong lumapit sa iyo, masigla, makisig at maganda ang tindig. Ngayoy hapong-hapo at laging parang lalamig. Dahil ng pinagbago mo. Ang tamlay-tamlay mo. Minsan naisip kong tama sigurong sinabi ng isang aling nakaputi na balot ang katawan. Na hindi dapat ako ang kasama mo kundi ang pamilya at mga kaibigan mo. Dahil wala akong mabuting may tutulot sa iyo at lagi nilang binabanggit ang pangalan mo, Vico. Kasunod ng animong sumpang pangalan ko, Rona, na kapag pinagsama ay Corona. Ko, hindi para sa iyo si Rona. Tumaan ng mga araw, nakaramdam ako ng kakaiba sa sistema ko. Ngunit isa ang napansin ko sa iyo, mas maginhawa ang kalagayan mo. Bakit ba hindi tayo magtagpo? Na ang kalakasan ko ay kahinaan mo at ang kaginhawaan mo ay paghihirap ko. Nangihina ako sa mga bagay na pinapasok sa bibig mo. Natutunaw ako sa mga likidong galing sa pagtusok na talagang nakakapagpapangiwi sa iyo. Makatama nga sila na hindi tayo para sa isa. Kaya bago pa man ako tuluyang mawalan ng lakas, ako ay lilisan na, magpapakalayo-layo at hahanap ng bagong tatanggap sa akin. Pero ano tong nararamdaman kong bigat? Pakiramdam ko ako ay manunusaw, hindi na ako makagalaw. Namamanhid na ako, hinang-hina, at mukhang katapusan ko na. Pinagkanulo mo ako at sa pagmamahalang ito ay nagtaksil ka. Congrats, sir. COVID-free ka na.
Kuwento Chronicles provides audiences a chance to choose which among the stories have exceptional technical skills, values formation, and engaging stories. The third category features the Artistic Excellence Award, such as Bronze Prize Excellence Award, Silver Prize Excellence Award, and Gold Prize Excellence Award. So to those who are watching, you can officially register through the posted link of this page. Once again, we would like to remind everyone that this is a TLS event. In order to receive a certificate, kindly register, stay until the end of the event, and answer the evaluation links that we will provide later on. At this point, we would like to thank the PWU College of Music, headed by the Dean Professor Earl Clarence Jimenez. Let us hear and be serenaded under the mentor Professor Christopher Burela. Please welcome the PWU Vocal Ensemble.
Sa aming mga
Again, we would like to thank all our partner units and artists in PWU for this event. First, the PWU Vocal Ensemble members under trainer Professor Christopher Borella, along with the PWU College of Music Dean, Prof. Earl Clarence Jimenez, the PWU Bayanihan Dance Troupe members, along with Dr. Susie Benitez, PWU student artist Nathan Abella, and PWU student artist Rain Crisel Barrientos.
We would also like to extend our sincere thanks to our audience members from the PWU community as well as our audiences.
And finally, our hardworking School of Arts and Sciences and Communication Arts Department administrators, staff, and faculty members led by School of Arts and Sciences Dean Dr. Leonardo O. Munalim, Communication Arts faculty led by full Professor Dr. Marianita Mombay, and Kuwento Chronicles Creative Director and Associate Professor Jefferson Ting.
So without further ado, to give the closing messages for this memorable event, Communication Arts Full Professor Dr. Marianita Laura Mombay.
There is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heaven. Today, we see the human spirit rising above all the chaos and mayhem brought about by this pandemic. And again, even in the middle of the cycle of lockdowns and quarantines, the Filipino spirit will always find sparks of humor amidst fear and buckets of love and compassion. Many years from now, everything that is happening today will just be a memory. But then, we can always have our throwback pictures and reminisce all these years. And yes, thank God for seeing us through. We commend our CA students that despite the not so normal situation we have today, they were able to bring to fore, through different genres and through multimedia platforms, a portrait of a people caught and trapped in a cycle of uncertainty and hope. We commend the deft mentoring of their teacher who guided them through every step of the production. And of course, we thank all of those who have helped in many ways to make this production come to life. We acknowledge the deans, the faculty, and students of the different programs of the university for their support. We also acknowledge and thank the University Media Center. For the intermission numbers, we acknowledge and thank the School of Music, who through vocal ensemble rendered a beautiful musical piece, and the Bayanihan, who always regaled us with their graceful and expressive dance. We likewise acknowledge the support given by the Dean, faculty, and other students of the School of Arts and Sciences. And we thank the management and administration of the university for the opportunity and resources unselfishly given to the students and the department. And most of all, we thank you, our guests, for being a part of this activity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mumbai, for that wonderful message. And we would also like to thank everyone for sharing this afternoon with us. The members of the Communication Arts Society are happy to see the realization of this event.
That is right. To all the storytellers, congratulations, and may you continue to share your stories in the Kuwento Chronicles event. Please do not forget to vote for the Kuwento Chronicles Audience Choice Awards. The link in the QR code is now flashed in your screen and also in the comments section below. And for those who registered, it will also be sent to you via email, so kindly answer the evaluation form and vote for the Audience Choice Award to get your certificate.
Again, thank you for joining us today, and we are looking forward to see you again in the future. This has been your host for this afternoon. I am Rosemary Donceras, all the way from Imus City, Cavite, at ito ang Kuwento Namin.
And this has been Nathaniel Cruzado, all the way from the province of Marinduque. let us pay tribute to our PW hymn. Thank you all and have a good day.